We start with the 1 hour chart. Okay, first of all, for this coin, the current one we're going to analyze. We have two different I mean, they're based on hit BTC and the Binance. They have a different price. That's why first we start with the hit BTC, then we move to Binance. Okay, and if we refer to the hit BTC, they have a lower price. Now their price is almost 0.245. And we mentioned when the price was within this, exactly after this move, we mentioned if we get any correction, we can look for buy. And now we're looking at this and relative to this, we have this running. Well, that's mean any buy from there, we will take it, and with the breakout of this stuff, we start to manage. Okay. Anyway, we move to higher time frame. We start with daily chart. What do we have based on daily chart? The only thing is we want to see how this complex can be this correction. We don't have anything else to discuss. And if I move to forward chart, the only thing is we're looking for continuation. We're looking for this correction for buy. Okay, but we should know, may this one give a correction for one more drop. May this one turn to a flat. The only reason I say may, because if we're looking for trade with the breakout of depth, we need to see whether the price can continue and break the previous top or not. Okay, the only reason is we are not looking for sell, but we don't want to buy at this, even this top, then the price tend to for bigger correction. Anyway, if we refer to 1 hour chart, we're looking at this running flat. Any buy, we will take it. We're like now we're looking at this. Okay, that's me. We're looking for buy. And if I move to it, but if we move to the Binance, the price is higher, almost the price is 0.41. The only thing is we can look at this as a flat in relative to this. That's mean we can look for buy. The only thing is almost prices at the top. Okay, now if we wants to buy, how we can either we get the flag or correction to look for buy, or having a trip of this. Having a trip of this, what we want the price break and continue. But the question is, do we want to buy at the top with the having a trip of the top? Why? Because the price simply can't take and reverse. Okay, that means very risky. Having a trip of the top, I won't include in this analysis. Okay, anyway, we have been looking for this. There was opportunity. If anyone wants to buy, they could buy from there. But because based on 1 hour chart, we don't have any opportunity. And even if we move to 15 minute, the only way we could buy here, if you look at this one as a flag. But right now we cannot buy. The only thing is we manage it because we want to see whether this is the only correction and this is the one is going to continue, or this one is still we can expect them to have more complex with the internal flat for one more drop before we get the next move. Okay, the only reason is since the price is at the top is very risky. We need to get the proper. If there is a continuation, we prefer the price continue. Any flag above this, we look for buy. Rather than that, we don't have any other option. Or if this one tend to more complex with the internal flat for one more drop, then any reversal from there we can look for buy. And having entry above the top can be an option, but it's very risky. And if we move to daily chart, the only thing is we want to see whether there is a continuation or not. We don't have anything to explain. And forward chart, like what I say, may based on hit BC. If we want to buy at the top, we need to be quite careful in case this one turn to more complex or one more drop. Okay. And rather than that, we don't have anything else to discuss. As I mentioned, how we can look for trade. And but for if anyone wants to buy based on the Binance, they need to be quite careful because technically, if you look at the structure, almost the prices at the top. Buying at the top is not a good idea unless we wait for the continuation, any correction flag above that, or if we get one more drop, this one turn to more complex. And the last option, having entry above this, which is really risky. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.